Cambodia is like slow love. It comes in your life unexpectedly, but it stays. It's not love at first sight. You would not come here expecting that you would love this city so much, but you do. And that is what the city does to you. By city, I mean Phnom Penh, where I am right now. Phnom Penh, the city of wonder that lives in a country that has gone through so much, and yet daring example of how you can fall seven and still get a beat and turn the tide in your favor. Cambodia, you have my heart. So before I start this video, I would like to share a few words about the people over here who have shown so much of warmth and so much of respect to not just me but to everyone who comes here, because I see it every day. I see it every time I go to my breakfast in the hotel, every time I'm greeted from the reception lobby, every time I'm greeted by the small business owners in the streets, and basically everyone out here is just so warm and so resilient. You would notice I use the word resilience a lot of times, and that's because of how beautifully this country and its people have come up and made themselves stronger from a very dark past, something we'll talk about in the upcoming videos. But for now, thank you to the lovely people of Phnom Penh and to the lovely people of Cambodia. Now let's start the video. Hello from Phnom Penh, Cambodia. This is my video on the first impressions of this city. I've been here for a little over a few days, 2-3 days. I think this is the best time to discuss about the city, about the culture, people, and everything I noticed. Best for first impressions before I get too adjusted, too accustomed, too involved in this place and its history. So first things first, this city is very walkable, like very walkable. I can literally walk from tourist spots to my hotel to pretty much everywhere and cover everything. The only thing is the weather. It shouldn't be too hot or too raining. But apart from that, everything is very walkable and you can walk from one part of the city to the other. Secondly, it is a very economical and a very affordable city. Here you can get hotels, apartments with breakfast around 10 to 20 US dollars, which is Indian rupees around 2000, and hostels are even cheaper. And this is a good hotel with a balcony looking over the streets, with a good breakfast, a protein breakfast. And if you come to the street food, you can have a good plate of fried rice with egg, all in $1 to $2. Of course, restaurants are higher when it comes to the fee, to the price, but that is how it is everywhere. But the street food is cheap. But you have to be a non-vegetarian, a hardcore non-vegetarian, because veg food is not very, very easy to find unless you know how to cook yourself or survive on bread or look for specific restaurants which cater to vegetarians. There are street food spots everywhere. Almost every other lane will have a spot wherein there will be stalls like this serving tasty hot street food. Now next, everything is accessible that I've already told you. Tuk-tuks are great, easy to reach anywhere. Let's come to the best part, my favorite part, the people. The people here are resilient, strong, courageous, coming out of a very dark, very sad, tragic history, but they have built themselves up very greatly, and that is commendable. Everybody here understands the importance of humanity because they have seen how inhuman conditions were once upon a time during Pol Pot's regime, and they have seen how helpless they have felt, and that's why they don't want others to feel the same way. Hence, they always are out here to help, whether you're a tourist, whether you're a local, or whether you are just someone they don't really understand because of the language barrier. but they'll still be there. Okay, so I think that is what tragedy does to you. It makes you a little more human, because that's what was stripped off from you. Now, safety. As a woman specifically, I have felt very safe over here. I've heard reviews, or I've seen some videos when people had some issues around safety, around petty crimes like stealing and snatching of phones and all of those happening in the middle of the street and everywhere. But I have not faced any such thing yet, and I hope I don't. As a woman, I felt very safe. I've walked around the city at 12 a.m., 2 a.m., morning, afternoon. Everybody has just greeted me with a smile. Nobody has tried to harm me in any way. And this has been very, very safe. Yes, I love it. Now let's come to filming in the city. Honestly, up till now, seen, I've seen, I've been to markets. I've been to markets. I've been to tourist places. I've been around in restaurants. I've been around hotels. Basically on the street, everywhere. And nobody has ever taunted or stopped or had any issues with it, right? With it I mean by filming or taking a photograph or a video or any such thing. So that has been pretty cool. When it comes to cleanliness, I've found the city to be very clean, yeah, except for a few areas, which is quite normal. But otherwise, if you go to any other place, be it the tourist attractions or be it the roads like this in the middle of the city, they are all very clean, especially the toilets or washrooms. Wherever you go, they are clean. Even after the walking street, this time was over for this food stalls. They used to basically segregate all the garbage, all the scrap from the food, all the waste, and they used to basically put it in a garbage bag. So the streets are clean, just so there's no litter anywhere, and you can see everybody here is accountable and responsible for the cleanliness of the city. Good thing. You'll find the city to be pretty clean and safe, and the food is also not bad. Hygiene wise, if you speak hygiene wise, we have tried a couple of street food spots in the city and it's been pretty good. These garbage collection bins or bags here everywhere in the city like this, and everyone usually dumps their garbage inside the bin and not outside. So that is why you'll see the city is clean, because everybody takes the responsibility. And these were my first impressions of Phnom Penh. I'll keep adding on this as and when we go and explore, and there are more days which add up to my itinerary. But up till now, it's been a good city, good people, and the food has been good. Different flavors, but interesting finds. And yeah, if you are thinking of exploring this place as a solo traveler or as a family, I would tell you to please come here without any second doubt, because it's a beautiful place and you will love it. It's something that you do not expect when you first land here, but it happens gradually. You do get addicted to it. Yeah. So yeah, that's it from Phnom Penh. First impressions. Now in the next video. Yeah?
Rat.
Oh, there's a rat.
The
Big one. Chala gaya. Udhar gaya? Yes, it's a very humid. Yes, it's a wet city also, meaning it rains a lot of times, and this is a rainy season, so it will rain. but it's not like once it starts raining it won't stop. It does stop. It rains for 3 to 4 hours, and then it usually stops. But nothing stops because all the businesses have their shades, and they're all prepared for it basically. So all the markets, everything stays open, and tuk-tuks are running as usual. You can walk with an umbrella. A raincoat is available everywhere. You can buy an umbrella everywhere, and nothing stops for the rains because they're habitual to it. They know that will happen, and yeah, they expect it basically. It's not something out of the ordinary. Okay. But if you are coming from a dry area, be prepared for it and bring your plastic covers, rain covers, and an umbrella. Even if you don't, you can buy it over here. But just be prepared for it, especially if you are coming in the monsoon season, which is June to I think August. And the temperatures remain high. Yeah, it's a humid place because it's a sea area. It remains humid. But once it rains, it becomes quite normal and bearable. Bye. This is the garbage collection person who usually comes and collects all the garbage. And yes, I also noticed um, a lot of matcha and boba culture over here. So there's a lot of matcha tea, matcha flavored biscuits, bread, and everything that is available over here. So there's a lot of matcha craze, and then there's also a lot of bubble tea craze, varieties of bubble tea, which was quite interesting to see and also to taste. There's cheese flavor, then egg flavor, which is I think duck egg flavor. They usually put a duck egg on top, salted egg on top. Then there's cheese on top. There's tofu on the tea, milk tea, and various types of teas that you get over here, and and of course with the bubbles, which is quite delicious also. If you're coming here, do try the matcha flavored teas, matcha flavored items, and the bubble teas, the cheese tea specifically. Ta-da. And if you're in Indian, you'll find Indian restaurants also, a lot of places, and Grab also delivers. If you would ask me to summarize this country in 3 words, I would use the same word 3 times, and it would be resilient, resilient, and resilient. Enough said. If you like this video, there's a lot more Cambodia content coming up. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.